Busy.
What up?
What's good, Pimp? How you doing?
Holding on.
This has been a long time coming.
Alright.
You a few years my senior, but I'm well read on the subject. First thing I'd love for you to clarify for me. And like 86, UTFO had a song, I can't remember the name, but I think Kango Kid or one of them referred to himself as Chief Rocker. Hold on. All fast forward to like 91, 92. Lords of the Underground came out with a smash hit called Chief Rocker. You were in the game before both of these acts. How do you feel when somebody else rock a title that you might have originated? Just give me some history on it. And this is no disrespect to the Lords. I love the Lords.
Right. No disrespect to them neither, but it only lasted 10 minutes because when they found out it wasn't me, it was over. Simple and plain. I am the Chief Rocker. There was no others. When they saw that bullshit, they said, again, Lords of the Underground, y'all make nice songs and good records. When you clued me in, it fucked y'all party up.
Hold on, Biz. Is this a question that you wanted to answer? Because you sound a little passionate about this. Is this
No, it's real shit. This is how I get down.
Okay.
Ain't no practice or rehearsal. We ain't cut. We doing a reality show.
Yeah. So where you was at when you first heard Chief Rocker by Lords in the Bronx?
In the Bronx.
Okay.
I was in the Bronx and I heard it, because everybody came to me. Yo, Biz, this is it. Then they figured out no, and then they saw who it was, and then I guess that was it.
Okay. So there
wasn't no animosity against nobody. There wasn't none of that.
Right. So, but this is definitely a question that was posed to you before.
And somebody asked me, it wasn't like every interviewer wanted to know, because I believe I don't think they all know.
Right. All right.
If they didn't do what you did to find out, they wouldn't know.
No doubt.
They would probably think it was me.
Right on. I'm glad that I have this platform that I'm able to, clear up these types of misconceptions and let them know who the originals are.
Right.
Why don't you go from the top and, share the Busy Bee hip-hop story with me from top to bottom?
Okay, well, what you wanted, how you want to do it, I started out in 77.
Okay.
I went to the high school at Clinton. When I went to school, it was all guys. The school I went to in New York, it was called DeWitt Clinton. So it was a guys' school. There was no girls involved.
Okay.
So at this time, names was being built. You had Grandmaster Flash. You had Africa Bambaataa. You had DJ Breakout. Uptown, you had Kool on one side of town. You had Disco King Mario on the other side of town. A lot of people don't really understand that our culture, hip-hop music, the music, not just the songs or the stuff we make, because at this time, there was no songs. There was no Sugar Hill Gang. There's none of that.
When you say, hold on, Biz. When you say there was no songs, give my listeners some history.
No Rappers Delight, no Sugar Hill Gang, because they was the first persons to ever make a rap record.
Okay, so
prior meant something to the world.
So prior to that, was hip hop maybe a bunch of beats and no lyrics, just break beats and James Brown funk samples and shit like that?
Break beats came from disco. It was a disco extravaganza. It was never. We destroyed disco by just stealing their songs and break them down, because you have certain beats in a disco record that we wouldn't want to hear the whole disco record just to hear that beat. So the DJ will steal that little beat and add the beat back to it to make it that's where your break beats come from. Your those are disco records that at this time you hear that
Yep.
That was a disco songs. We just took that part of this disco record and sampled it like what they do today and made it a mix, and those are your break beats today. Your Rufus Thomas, the breakdown, hey everybody, and then the Mr. Those are break beats today. Those are songs, disco records. We took the breaks off of them and used them.
Right.
And disco died. No more disco. No Donna Summers. None of that gone. Because we took their little beats and broke them down to our entity and used them. And that what was being played in the area of New York City and all the uptowns and downtowns and
Okay.
and made them break beats today, as we call hip hop.
Love the history lesson, man. That's what I brought you here for, man.
You got the champion, nigga. You want that fiction shit? You go find them other MCs. I'm busy. You gonna kick that real shit because I was there. I ain't gonna play that bullshit.
So when did you gravitate towards? There's several elements of hip hop: graffiti, breakdance, and DJing.
Right, we got five. You got the b-boys and breakdancers with the b-girls. You got the graffiti writers. You got your beatboxers, your DJ, and your MC.
How did you decide where you fit in?
I'm the MC. Period. I ain't no DJ. I ain't no breakdancer. You don't see no fucking graffiti on the fucking walls that I should have put my name on.
Right.
I can rock that crowd. I can entertain my peoples and friends without a hesitation. I was seemed like I was born. I got it from Melle and THRU. They was the first two motherfuckers I seen with Grandmaster Flash rocking the mic, but they was brothers. You know, I didn't have a brother or a friend like on my right side. I said, come on, yo, that's me and you try that. You know, I didn't have that.
Right.
I just saw that, and that was awesome to me. Like, that shit is dope. And I tried that for myself. You know what I'm saying? I tried various groups, like when Theodore and the L Brothers came out. See, because Theodore come from Flash. Theodore was like the baby brother to Grandmaster Flash. So he was learning how to DJ like Flash, which still wasn't my forte, so it didn't interest me. But I rapped behind his music and his beats because he had a clientele that Flash was giving him as his little brother, the Grand Wizard Theodore, because he was a little kid that was doing man shit, because Flash was a man. He was a grown man. And this little kid was doing shit that Flash was doing, and we was his guys that were rap. So we got a little love behind that, and we grew.
Okay.
The L Brothers, and the reason why we call us the L Brothers, because Theodore and Mean Gene, it was Mean Gene and Grandmaster Flash. That was it.
Gotcha.
That's how Theodore became Flash's little man, because Theodore was Mean Gene's little brother.
Okay.
So it was Flash and Mean Gene, but Theodore was the little baby, the little brother. And as we saw that he can get on the turntables, we was influencing him. You know, they was showing him like when the crowd come around and the people start coming around and Flash would get into his shit and the people watching Flash, they'll let this little kid get on the turntables and fuck them up just like if it was Flash. And people say, oh shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And that's how Theodore got his name. So then when Flash had Melle and Keith Cowboy and Kid Creole, the three MCs, Theodore went and found Kevy Kev and Robbie Rob and Busy B. It was three MCs against them. So we was the little niggas to those guys, and then we became big.
Right on. Right on. So when did you?
We was like the Beatles. When I was with the group, it was the three MCs: Kevy Kev, Robbie Rob, and Busy B. Right? For Theodore, we was like the Beatles because we was fly.
Right.
We wore fly shit. We ain't wear that bullshit that them rap motherfuckers wore back then with the jeans and the Levi's sneakers and the Pumas with the thick strings and shit. We wore British walkers and overlaps and mock necks, fly shit. We wore shit that the motherfuckers in Harlem was selling drugs doing. We wore shit like that. The bitches liked it, that shit. We was some fly motherfuckers on stage. And then we get the mic and the bitches went crazy. Kevy Cat was a pretty motherfucker. He was pretty. You want to talk about a pretty man? I ain't never called a man pretty in my motherfucking life. Kevy Cat was pretty, man. The bitches liked it, that nigga, period. And then he had a brother. He was light-skinned. Light-skin was in. He had the afro. And we wore fly shit. And we was like the Beatles, man. Where we went, the bitches went following. You laughing and shit. I'm telling you some real shit.
Listen, right? There's a little clip in, I think, maybe the Rich Porter Game Over documentary where Brucey B said, man, I remember nights me and Busy B was rocking in the Rooftop so hard it was like we were selling drugs in the place.
Yeah, motherfuckers that come to us and want to tape or us say their name on the microphone. You know, I was getting the money like that. The big gangster niggas that was driving around in them fly BMWs and all that. Right. They'll come in the spot and I'll say their name and they'll catch on to that shit and come over there and give me $100, and I'll get it happy. Oh shit! Hey, it's my motherfucking man Alpo in the motherfucking building, and then Rich Porter come on give me $200. Rich Porter in the motherfucking building, y'all. You know what's going down? Ralph favorite room today, bitch. Niggas start giving me money like a motherfucker. Hey, we was getting paid in that motherfucker like a fuck, boy. You hear what I'm saying? Right. And they see us on the street, and they see us riding around, and the tape we riding around, they give us $100 for that. Give me that check right there.
Take it out the deck, huh? Take it right out the deck, huh?
Take it right out the motherfucking joint. 60-minute tape, man. $100. Come on, shit. Fuck out of here. We going right to the lab, make another one. Come on back down the block. Find his partner. Hey, it was love right there. And then back then, 80s, they was getting money. It was, oh, man, everybody was getting money. Everybody. The dope fiends, the drug dealers, the hoes, the bitches, everybody was making money. And you come outside broke, go home with $2,000-$3,000, man. Love was love. Right. You can go in neighborhoods, get a couple dollars from your friend because everybody was getting money. It was all good. It was love. You know what I mean?
Right. What do you remember most vividly about the Rooftop?
When all the Run DMCs and the Big Daddy Kanes and the Slick Ricks and all of them used to come through this just to hear us rock. You know what I'm saying? Because just the skate card by itself. Then it was in Harlem. It was like under the bridge on 155th Street under the Polo Ground. So at nighttime, during the summertime, the atmosphere was awesome, man. I mean, you got the fly cars coming through. You got motherfuckers coming. Harlem was it, man.
Right.
You had your AZ Davis coming through with the nice brand new cars and oh man, love was love, man.
The lines that you would come up with, man, during the course of y'all show, was those organic? Was you coming off the top of your head?
They was organic, yep. Because what I saw is what I say. If I saw the girls, certain things, I would shout that out. Because some of the things, if it wasn't recorded and a motherfucker told me, I said that. They said, yeah, yo, B, that was some fly shit you said. Now, so people remember some certain shit because it was that awesome. Sometimes I forget if I didn't have it recorded to hear it again, if I don't remember, like, word. And then certain tapes that I might get, like even right now from the 80s, you get a Harlem World tape or something, or old school classic bit, because I got tapes from 78 to now, so if you can catch one of them, I'll hear some of the rhymes that I'm saying to some beats and be fascinated myself, like, get the fuck out of here. I don't stop. It's like, shut the fuck up. I'm just gone. Rapping, rhyming, I'm gone. I might have said 45 bars, man.
When y'all was at y'all peak, what year would you say was your actual peak as an MC? You and Brucey as a tandem. What was y'all golden year? You know how they say 88 is like one of the golden years of hip hop?
89.
89 was y'all year?
Yeah, because we started traveling then heavy. We did Super Bowl parties. We did Atlanta parties. We started going to places like, that we didn't think we could go. Ohio, Atlanta, we started traveling, going to play just to play the music, and motherfuckers was listening now with the records. I didn't hit off to 88 with Suicide.
Right.
And when Suicide hit, that was my key. And see, I didn't know. For a person who never had a hit record, you don't know you have one until somebody tell you that had one.
Right.
Because I didn't know I had it. I know I heard my song everywhere I went, but I don't know if that's a hit. I never had one, so how the fuck I know? Yeah. So how I found out is my man Melle. Melle was like my dog. That was my H-Coon Boom nigga, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And he had hits. He had The Message. He had hits. So I asked him, I said, yo, Melle, man, what the fuck, man? I got a hit yet? He said, hey, B, you got a hit, nigga. I'm like, word? He said, yeah. And that's when I'm like, wow. I start cheese smiling everywhere where I went. You know what I'm saying? You can't tell me nothing. I've got gold jewelry on, broke neck chains and all that. I was Mr. T then. I was done.
Let me ask you this. You said, ironically, right prior to you saying that you had your hit in a certain year, I was like, 1988 was like the golden year of hip hop, and you turn around and said you had your hit that year. What was so magical about that year? I remember as a kid.
They start really listening. They really start. I mean, like for EPMD, for Rakim, KRS-One. At this time we had hits. It was popping. I mean, it was not the Stop the Fuck the Police. Still number one. Big
it's funny that you said that you just did a video for it. I've told, me being a cinematographer, I've told numerous MCs there's songs that guys had, there's hit songs that guys had in the past that they never did videos for. The way the internet works, the internet will receive that shit. Somebody can do a video for a song right now from 1988, 89, 93. If the song was that shit, let's say the Ghetto Boys want to do an old Ghetto Boys song. If they put that video out online right now, the way the internet works, that shit's gonna be a hit. It's gonna be like 1988 all over again if you put it on the right platforms. Word.
Right. Now, that's my only regret. Reason because right now, today, I would still be traveling, getting money like the Dougie Freshes, the Big Daddy Kanes, the Bismarckies, and all that, because that was the era, the same era and time. Suicide was number one. They was number two. I was number one.
So you actually had a hit record, a number one record in '88, bro?
Yeah, Suicide.
No doubt.
Suicide was number one on the charts, man.
Did you, was there a momentum leading up to 1988 for everything to turn out the way it did? I remember being a kid and watching raps, probably, I don't know if it was Rap City or maybe.
I got lucky. I got lucky. Suicide wasn't for me. Suicide was written for Grand Poobah and a few other MCs. He didn't like it.
Okay.
So it wasn't for me. I shopped. Jazzy J made the beat. We made the beat together, and we shopped. The beat wasn't for me at all. Period. Bottom line, that shit wasn't for me. To everybody that we took it to, that we wanted that it was for, or we thought it would fit, they didn't like it. So I said it. I kept listening. I said, these niggas is crazy. So Melle came through one day, and I said, Melle, listen to this shit right here. Melle said, that's suicide. I said, that's what we calling this bitch. Word. I'ma do this shit my motherfucker. So this shit is suicide. Word is mom. And that's it. I didn't program that. That beat was not for me. It was never told for me. Period. Till when everybody heard it after I did it and it came out, niggas said, yo, that's that beat y'all gave me? I said, yeah. They said, yeah, that shit is dope. I said, yeah, but it fit you better, Biz. That fit you better. And I was like, all right, that was that. Because they knew, but like they said, it fitted me better. It was more of a, see, Rakim got his style from Busy Bee. My shit was laid back just like that, just like how Rakim was. But when I went to go do records, the so-called producers at that time wanted me to do something out of my jurisdiction, and it didn't work.
Right. So
if I'd have had stuck to my shit, like what I did with Suicide, I would have won, which I did win when I did it.
No doubt. No doubt. What was it like having all of these peers that were becoming rap like legends, like y'all? What was it like to walk into a room and see Joseph Simmons, Run DMC, and say, what's up, Biz? And he's like, oh my goodness, it's Busy. Like, what's that like?
That was regular, because again, when I walked in the room, that's what it was. I was a fly nigga. That fly nigga walked in the room, all eyes is on him. That's it, period. Soon I walked in, yo, Biz, yo, you fly. That's the first thing came out of the nigga's mouth. Oh, you fly motherfucker. I got on fly shit, man. Then I'm smoking fly shit, man. Come on, man. Fuck wrong with you.
Right.
Don't you want to be with the fly nigga? Everybody want. I said it in Sticky Green. Everybody want to be with the Busy Bee. Everybody want to see how the Busy do. The OGs, they know who the Busy is, but the young cats is like, Busy Bee who? I'm the one to put the groove in it.
Talk that shit, Biz.
My niggas will say, Biz ain't one of them rappers that pop bullshit. Biz telling you real shit, and shit he's doing for real to the funky beat. Period.
Biz, who put you and Brucey B together? How did that happen?
I knew Brucey B from the Bronx, and then he was like in my range, and I wanted to fuck with him to help him out, put his shit on the map. And my man Star Child was my homie, and Star Child liked the Brucey B too, so we fucked with Brucey B.
No doubt.
Hollywood liked the Brucey B. Everybody, all the niggas liked the Brucey B. Love Bug liked the Brucey B. Hollywood liked the Brucey B. Star Child liked the Brucey B. You know what I'm saying? We put Kid Capri on.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
Star Child put Kid Capri on, man.
Now that I think about Kid Capri's whole style of DJing, he was
Brucey B, man.
yeah, he was MCing too. Yeah.
You motherfucking right, Brucey B.
Yeah. Hey, did you say you talk?
Brucey B, man.
Tell me.
He got lucky though and got with Russell, and he went off to the north. But that's
Right.
Brucey B, man.
Where you was getting fresh at? What was the spots?
AJ Lester's.
Okay, tell me about it, man. Tell me about
I
this
was going in
jacket.
there with the gangsters, Guy Fisher, Nicky Barnes, the lieutenant niggas, the gangster niggas was selling the big drugs and shit. I told you, we was they lord niggas. We was them lord niggas that came through in the pool hall wearing fly shit. They liked it, that fly shit, because we was little young Steve niggas ourselves, selling loose joints and trying to be like them.
Right.
They used to admire that shit. See us in Harlem, and in Harlem, it was on 125th Street, AJ Lester's. You couldn't go in there and buy. Niggas wouldn't. You can go in there if you want to. You can turn the fuck around because you couldn't buy shit.
Right.
Couldn't buy nothing in there. Nobody in my peers.
So what you was going in there grabbing? Quarter fields and shit like that?
Mark necks, quarterfield overlaps. You know what I'm saying? Nice pants with the overlaps. Yo, we was coming out there. I used to go to school and the teachers called my parents, my nigga.
Right.
So I sold them clothes. Like, how the fuck this man got on shit I can't even wear? This is an Italian shirt. It costs about $300 or $400. My mother come to school and say, I ain't know it costs that much. His uncle buys clothes. His uncle, like, that's what they do. He's a man. How the fuck I don't know what mans do? And so the teachers just wanted to know. And when I found out that was it, right, for me. I started coming in late. So people, how everybody in the class and they sitting down, they doing their books, and then the door open, all quiet, and here come a nigga come in. I'm looking all fly, and everybody wants to see when I'm looking me up and down. I walk to the back of the room to go to my seat, like, I'm walking the runway now. Y'all see the splash shit.
World premiere. World premiere.
Yo, see the splash shit, right? Motherfucker.
What was the Dapper Dan experience? I posted a vintage picture of you and Brucey, man, with that shit on.
Dapper Dan made that for us when Suicide came out. A friend of mine named Dave, big motherfucker, getting money. God bless the dead, rest in peace. He was one of them niggas in Harlem getting fat money. He was getting Alpo rich money together by himself.
Okay.
He was one of those type of niggas, but he loved the Busy B and Brucey B. And we was telling him, yo, man, we gonna shoot a video, man. We want to go to wear some Dapper Dan shit. And he gave us like $3,000-$4,000 a piece. Told us to go to Dapper Dan and get some fly shit. We went to Dapper Dan. Yo, Dap, I showed them my logo. Let the motherfucking African niggas do all this shit. Dapper Dan had master niggas in the back, all the motherfucking machines and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? So much shit. Say, yo, Dap, get them African niggas, man. Come on, put some fly shit on, man. Make some Busy B color. He said, yo, Busy, and then he put my shit together. You know what I'm saying? You like this? I said, yeah, we like this shit right here. Put it together. How much you want? And we give them $2,000-$3,000 a piece, man. Dap used to get money for them outfits, man, back in the days, man. We spending money for them joints, man. That's why niggas say, yo, you got some Dap shit, nigga. You had some bread. Dap was Gucci to us.
This era that we're speaking of, it's become very, very
88, 89.
It's a very hot topic on the internet. When you see viral videos of guys like, all of these gangsters.
I don't fuck with everybody, man. You the only one got my story, so if anybody got mine, they lied. I ain't give a shit. You got official tissue from me, and I'll go on live later and say I just talked to my man Gully at TV, the real shit, and we just talked to some fly shit. Let everybody know, so when they do see it, like, oh shit, yeah, that's what's talking about that.
When you see a big topic about somebody from that era, from the Rooftop era, like Alpo and these different guys and shit, does it pique your interest? Is it surprising to you, some of the things that you hear? You live through it. Like, what's your take on?
No. Like, again, I was there. So if it's real, then yeah, that's what was going down. If it's bullshit, I said, that nigga lie. He don't know. Get the fuck out of here. That shit wasn't real.
But you definitely stay abreast of things that's going on.
Oh yeah. Because it come to me. If it's real, they gonna let me know. I don't have to find they in your bed. Yo, they did this or this happened and this happened. I'm gonna get the news.
Right. Tell me about this new radio show you working on, my nigga.
Oh yeah, the 420 Smoke Radio. See, I've been smoking that weed and been doing weed for the last 25 years. So with the white folks up there in California, up in Humboldt County, I got a lot of clientele with the sheriffs, and I've been doing independent stuff on my own with the marijuana for years. I got the festivals. I worked with High Time magazines for the last 3 or 4 years before they went starting to fall to pieces. And everywhere I go, they see me smoke. So everybody comes to me, yo, B, they want to smoke when I'm smoking. Then after that, I give them a piece because, if I got it, you around, come on, we smoking. There ain't no problem. And I give you smoke, but then right after I give you a piece of bud, you going to come right back around to me and give you a backwood. Like, what the fuck? Nigga, gonna be rolling up for you, dude, smoking the shit. So my man said, yo, B, you should just roll you some joints because you some busy sticks. And let the motherfuckers just say, hey, go busy stick, it light up.
Right.
I said, word, that's where you do that shit. Put 2 grams of that fire, because that's how I roll. I roll 2 grams for my own out of my blunt, 2 grams, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's a $50 blunt right there, man. Right. You know what I'm saying? I'm smoking that. And that's what I be doing. So a nigga want to smoke with Biz, and they know Biz don't smoke no mids. Biz ain't smoking no garbage. You can get that nigga a joint, he gonna taste that, and he don't like that, he gonna tell you, nigga, please.
Right. Yeah, I seen you in D.C., man. You was the life of the party. You was the life of the party. That's how I spotted you, man. Because of your weed activity, I remember my mind immediately flashed back to whatever documentary I seen of you talking about pumping in the whatever one of them clubs out the DJ booth. What was that? Tell me about that era, man. What type of numbers you was doing back in the day, man?
So back in the DJ booth, that's where everything was at. You know, if I was back there, we got the greenies back there, we got the champagne back there, we got the weed back there. The bitches coming, the homeboys is coming to give me some money to shout their name out to buy a tape. So it was either they was coming to buy a tape or shout them out. However, they was coming to the DJ booth. That's where you can give me some money because it's private. I'm in the booth, nobody sees nothing else. I leave out that motherfucker $3,000-$4,000.
No doubt. No fucking doubt. Hey, Biz, what do you think of
buying champagne and shit and doing all that crazy shit, having fun, giving back to the people, shouting them out, showing love to them. Same niggas just bought this, man. We born, we drinking together. It's all love.
No doubt. What's your opinion on the current state of hip hop? You listen to music that's out now?
But see, that's the problem. There is no hip hop. You got good rap music.
Okay. Give me the.
You ain't got no hip hop, man. They trying to, again, they still trying to use the name like that's what it is. Hip hop is a culture where everything is peace, love, unity. You can bring your grandmother to a hip hop event. You can't bring your grandmother to a rap concert.
Right. Okay, I get it. Hip hop is love, no doubt.
Right.
No doubt.
You got break dancers over there. You got the graffiti writers on the wall doing shit over there. You got DJs over here. Your MCs walking around celebrating the love and the shit. That's hip hop. That rap shit, you better have your phone on 911 speed dial. Have your bulletproof vest on, man. Where you still doing shoes. Go niggas step on your shit. That's the gunfire right there. And it's over, man. So that's the difference. The rap and the hip hop. You bring grandma and the kids to a hip hop event.
Word. 2020, man. What you got going on, man? I want my
Busy Sticks, the hip hop flower shop. I'm doing flowers. I got daisies, roses. I'm working it out right now online. It's called Hip Hop Flower Shop. We're working in San Francisco. Might be my first location. Busy Sticks is in San Francisco, Sacramento, California, and we basing on LA right now as we speak. And then I'm coming East Coast with Busy Sticks. That's what I'm doing for the summer of 2020 because most of the shows and stuff is shut down. So my other avenue is marijuana and keeping it and staying focused on my business with the flowers and stuff like that. As the hip hop flower shop workout, that should work out kind of fine because I'm trying to get a contract with the reality TV shows. I know enough sport entertainers, basketball players, football players, their moms or something might need some flowers, so I give them a card or two and work the magic like that, you know.
You know how you said you just basically said that you still enterprising throughout the quarantine. I'm in the same boat. I find ways to keep my situation afloat too.
Yeah.
Do you think
right now the only people is getting money in this quarantine, motherfucker, is the marijuana man and Instagram. Everybody getting weed to go home to watch Instagram.
I was about to say that I think that the quarantine has been to the advantage of the independent businessman. Any independent businessman who can control his own business hours.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been to his advantage right
now. And
now.
I've been doing that all my life with hip hop, all of my life. I've never worked a job 6 months a day in my life. And I've been around the planet. The only place on this planet Earth I haven't been is Russia and Africa. And the reason why I haven't been to Africa, because I'm scared of needles. You have to go to the doctor, pick up needles before you go out there. I don't like taking no needles, so motherfuck Africa and all that shit. I'll wear the red, white, and green symbol and just peace up like that. Other than that, I've been everywhere. Australia, Japan, Germany, London, Paris. Oh, shit. I done did it and rocked on the stages, met queens, kings, prime ministers. Shit. Hip-hop don't owe me shit.
No doubt. Damn, Biz. Hip-hop royalty. Do you have a top 5 MCs?
Yeah.
I love it.
KRS-One, Melle, Nas, Scarface, and Big Daddy Kane.
That's nice. That's nice. I see you started it off with two Bronx MCs.
Yeah, Melle the King. That's
you want to know something?
Five. It's not in no order. It's just my 5.
I hope that he hears this interview. I listen to the message comes on the radio so much. You'll hear it. You know what I mean? If you listen to the radio, you'll hear it and shit. Especially if you listen to old school channels and shit, you'll hear it. Them niggas was rapping they ass off, man.
Yeah, Melle, the DNA in everybody right now today. Everybody's right now. Melle DNA is in everybody. All them thug rappers that's talking that shit, that's Melle, period.
Like, they was really, really getting it in. It's a guy in there with, he's brown skin. He got a black shirt and braids.
Getting in with who?
He's in the video, The Message. He's in the Furious 5, I guess.
Scorpio. Baby. Mr. Ness.
Whoever's on that song, the Message with Melle, whoever that's
rapping with him, Duke Booty. Okay. That's Duke Booty. That's no member of the Furious 5 at all. Melle made that song with him and Duke Booty. Duke Booty was the guy who wrote the song.
Oh, okay. Yeah, unheralded Duke Booty. He was kicking that shit, yo.
Right.
He was kicking that shit.
My son said, "Daddy, I don't want to go to school. My teacher's a jerk. He wants all the kids smoke reefer. I think it'd be cheaper if I just got a job, learn to be the street sweeper. Dance to the beat, shuffle my feet, wear my shirt tie, run with the creeps. Cause it's all about money. Ain't damn thing funny. You gotta have a con in this land of milk and honey. Push that girl and run up the train. Took her to the doctor, so the arm of the game, man. Stabbed that man right in his heart. Gave him a transfer for a brand new start. Can't walk through the park cause it's crazy after dark. Keep my hand on my gun cause they got me on the run. I feel like an outlaw. Broke my last glass jaw ever. Said you want some more living on the seed, man. Don't put me cause that's the meanest motherfucking song on the planet.
That shit fire, man. I was, when I be in my weed bag, man, I get to scrutinizing lyrics, man, and I'm like, man, that's crazy. These niggas made this. I was literally probably like in preschool when that shit was out, and I'm grown, and I'm listening to the lyrics and shit, and I'm like, man, look to these slick talking old niggas, man. Like way back then, man. Like way back then.
Yeah, that's what I said. That nigga Melle DNA and all of that nigga said, child is born with no state of mind, blind to the ways of mankind. God smiling on you, but he's frowning too, because only God knows what you go through. You grow in the ghetto, live a second rate, and your eyes will sing a song of deep hate. The places you've been and the place you stayed is just like one great big alleyway. You admire all the number book takers, dug pimps and pushers and the big money makers, driving them cars, spitting 20s and 10s, and you want to grow up to be just like them. That nigga Melle, I'm telling you, man, he called that shit in 70s, man. He called it. Y'all doing exactly what that nigga said right now.
Right now. Yeah. Damn.
He is the king, man. Kiss my ass, man. That's the
Yeah.
Then you got KRS-One. You understand what I'm saying? And that nigga Scarface. Hey, I don't know if y'all paying attention. That nigga Face got shit to say too. Ask Jigga. Ask Jigga's Face the shit. He'll tell you that nigga Scarface.
I fuck with Face. Let me ask you something. What became of Duke Booty's music career? Did he continue to fuck with music?
No, he never was into that. He just did that. He's one of those just lucky motherfuckers. He never tried to do nothing else. He just did that.
The niggas with the talent, the niggas who can go, it's niggas that you'll find that just won't put no emphasis. Basketball is like that too. It'd be a nigga that don't even play. But whenever we pick up, he might drop 30. Be like, who is that? Oh, that's Wink. That's Wink.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's Wink, man. Everybody know about Wink and shit. He just don't play and shit.
Right. That's Duke Booty.
Damn, man. Shame on Duke. Duke know he wrong, man. That nigga know he wrong, man. Damn. You gotta know I was
one-shot deal. That's what you call a one-shot deal.
Damn. He was from the Bronx?
Yeah, and his shit legendary. One shot, one deal. He's still legendary.
That might
be a paycheck right now for the rest of his life.
That might be one of the greatest debut verses.
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Ever,
that's Melle and Duke Booty. That was it. That nigga got Melle got one of him and Sugar Hill Gang are the only two people that will ever go down in history as two of the major songs on the world. Good Times with that shit, Rapper's Delight, to the hip hop and the Message.
No doubt.
Those two is going. I don't give a fuck. Those two songs, they'll never die, and people will always know who did it or who sang it or listened or heard it.
Right.
And don't push me because I'm close to today. Right now, today. That's a hit song because it's real.
Can you
They were saying shit, that was in 80, man, 81, 79.
Yeah.
The rhymes they saying then is relevant and the truth right now.
It sound fresh.
Right.
Yeah, sound fresh.
Heart transplant. Wait, who was thinking of that shit? And get the fuck out of here. Took her to the doctor, sold the arm again. Come on, man. Stabbed that man right in the heart. Gave him a transfer for a brand new start. Real shit. Niggas thought that was just some bullshit back then. Till the niggas started growing up, kept living, and said, that shit real.
Everything was real. Vivid, too.
Word.
Yep. Almost scary.
That's all right. There you go. There you go. Yeah. And we seen it. We felt that shit then.
Yeah.
That's why I tell them you gotta respect the first culture. I don't give a fuck, man. Shout us out. You don't gotta give us a dime. If you need us and you want to hire us, that's different. But other than that, you got to shout those names out. You gotta give them the props, the first generation. Because without them, none of this would take place the way it is. None of it. I don't give a fuck how much money you get now. You couldn't get a quarter if it wasn't for us. We put the blueprint down. The icons. That's what we are now. The first generations from Flash, Kool, Cold Crush Brothers, Theater. They icons. Everybody else is the legends and the pioneers.
No doubt. Talk that shit, Biz. This is the platform where you can talk that shit. That's appreciated here. I love the history. I respect the architects. I appreciate you coming here today and sharing this shit with me. You could drop your social media information and all your contact info so people can keep up with you.
Y'all can hit me on the Instagram at Busy B, the original BB. Facebook, I'm the Chief Rocker Busy B. On Twitter, I am your same boy, the Chief Rocker Busy B. Email me at Busy B, the original Chief Rocker. And there you have it, Keep it real with me, I'll keep it real with you. My culture is hip-hop, peace, love, unity, and having fun. I am the backbone of the microphone, Chief Rocker, signing out.
Yep,
Be easy.
My man, love you, Biz. One.
All right.
I wanted to make is I got a chance to go back and look at the video, the message, and the guy who I was describing, his name was Raheem, and that's what earlier in the interview we covered parts of this this legendary song, and I was like, it was another guy that was on a song that was getting off, and we started to talk about Duke, who actually you said he wrote the song, Duke Booty.
Right.
All right.
Right.
And Raheem and Melle performed.
Right.
Okay. Raheem, excellent man, excellent MC man, unheralded for real. For that song alone, he really got off on that song. Seriously.
But in the message, he didn't sing nothing.
Huh?
Raheem didn't say a rap in the message.
So who's actually performing on the message? You said that's
Melle.
That's Melle
and Duke Booty.
and Duke.
Melle is the one that sing White Lines. Melle is the one that says the message don't push it. It's only two rappers on the message. That's Melle and Duke Booty.
Okay. Well,
there's no other rappers on that song.
Well, damn, I don't know what the fuck.
My son said, "Daddy, I don't want to go to school because the teacher's a jerk. She must think I'm a fool." That's Duke Booty. That's not Raheem.
In the
class everywhere,
but
pissing on the stage like just don't care. Duke Booty wrote that.
Duke ain't in the video though, right?
No, Duke's not in the video.
All right, that's what it was. All right, that's something that I needed you to clear up. One more thing, final question that I actually brought you back for is I need you to give me some history on your battle with Kool D.
Okay, it was a sabotage extravaganza from the beginning, and then it turned into a battle. The beginning of it was never a battle; it was an MC convention party that MCs came and described and showed a showcase of their talents, and the winners with the best showcase would get a prize, and that's what that was. When Kool D got after I was usually I'll be the last one on stage because I'm always the closer and know how to do that shit. So I used to be the closer. So I closed like I usually do and went downstairs to enjoy the festivities with my friends and fans. And at the same time I did that, Kool D got on stage. And they said he wanted to do a quick something real quick. Nobody knew what it was until they gave him the microphone. And he said, hey, I want to do this. Everybody know Busy Bee do this. And then he went into his thing. But it was over. So I was like, wow, he did all that. And like, I couldn't go back. Party over, showcase over. But I heard the tape.
Right.
And then the battle began.
Right.
Bring your black ass back to this motherfucking spot here this day at this night, and we going in, which was the Disco Fever.
Okay. And that scene was immortalized in a film. Because
if that was if Platinum Records, if we paid attention to Platinum Records at that time, we went triple platinum. Easy.
Wow.
That tape went from Harlem, USA to the Bronx to Brooklyn, Queens to Staten Island, to California, overseas, cross seas, down seas, around the block, Philadelphia, Washington, Baltimore, all around the world.
So y'all battle was actually one of the first viral pieces of content.
Right.
No doubt.
That's what they want to call it. So, we accept.
You and Mo D, y'all good today?
Yeah, we've been good after that. Because he can't fuck with me. He too ugly.
All right, man. That's plenty, man. I just needed a little brush up on it because after I got off the phone with you, I went and did some more research and I pulled up this documentary and here you is with your fly ass with your glasses on, huh?
I can send you the share the screen with Duke Booty, Melle and Grandmaster Cass, I think it is. So Duke Booty, Melle and Big Bay Hank from the Sugar Hill Gang.
I'd love to be a part of that, man. Let me
Yeah, I'll send it to you on your. What's your how do I send it from YouTube? It's on the YouTube, so how do I send it from YouTube to you?
You can email it to me, or you can just DM it to me on Instagram. I can get it from there.
It didn't go in direct box. I just put it in that.
Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna try that right now.
All right.